All right, so it loaded in. I'm gonna rewind. We're gonna take off draft and waiting. We'll pause the music. Okay, you're ready to unpause, right?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1, playing it.
All right, we start on the spy side. Forgotten one as Alice on pub, chasing our seduction to flirt on the same pad. We cancel it. Like, if we go there, why not take the flirt anyway, right?
Yeah, very curious. I mean, maybe he's valuing the briefcase over that flirt there. Or maybe he just wanted to replicate, and try and get a low light on that move, doing it properly. But we do pick up a
Could
highlight
be.
for the fingerprint, and back to neutral.
We get, yeah. Maybe monsterracer there wasn't sure if the stop there was correct or too late.
And are these highlights, what are these highlights, bar visits?
I think they're bar visits, seeing as Pearls has one, and I suppose General. No, General is a highlight though, does not have it
He might
there.
have been at the bar and could have, Monster Racer could be highlighting for the delegate trick.
Could be.
Just if you're at bar and, he wasn't sure if yeah, he just highlight wheels. So I'll be interested to see, because I've been playing a ton of pub, as I was telling you before we started, with a friend who's new to the game, and I started using bar highlights myself for pub just to help. But I do track that kind of 60-second timer, and then I bring them back down to neutral. So I'll be interested to see how well Monster Racer does with that tracking.
Yeah, that I think works. I wouldn't be able to do it. I feel like that's bug, wrong arm bug with the drink in hand next to the amber, and it's not apparently seen.
Yeah, that
So we
was
have
a interesting bug. I saw it out of the corner of my eye, but really not that terrible because of the angle that we were at, I think.
so we have a fingerprint and bug, which and 45% flirt because apparently the seduction target decides to give us a free flirt. So really good progress. 1 minute and 23 left. Oh, we just get shot. Were we paired?
What the heck? Well, I mean, the ST came to us, and there's only a couple people in the convo. It's not like you did anything extremely suspicious by flirting with someone that came to you. We must have just. I'm not sure about that shot. I mean, the only thing I can reason is that we saw the bug and maybe we just weren't
It
100%
doesn't.
sure.
It doesn't seem at all like we saw the bug. No reaction from the laser at all. We just get
Well, there was a highlight right
highlight.
after. So a highlight right after, and we bring back down wheels long before the 60-second timer.
But if you're so
Um,
sure of the bug, why not shoot there on the spot? Why wait for someone to join that convo and the moment we talk we get shot? Like that doesn't make
I
that much sense for me.
I agree with you. I don't even understand these lowlights on Queen and Boots and one of the twins. I think the only thing that I can think is that he was, pretty sure, and he's starting to reason, and he starts lowlighting people. And he's like, you know what? If I'm already this sure, maybe I just take the shot. But first point going to Monster Racer in a both of us a little bit confused by it. I'll be interested to ask him about it afterwards if we can remember. So,
Right. Kumakid just said Phantom Pearl and maybe Phantom Pearl
you
in the
know
bug,
what?
but
You might be right about that. Just looking at all the lights, that would make sense. So let's go
so
back
maybe it's
here.
not the bug for that the highlight was for and the shot. Maybe it's for Phantom Pearl if Kumakid's assumption is correct.
So we bring down, but we bring down wheels as we're highlighting boots, and bringing down wheels is very early. It's long before his timer is expired. Let's see, blah 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 blah.
I think that's also the problem with
I
counting
mean,
the location for each one. You can get confused into who actually still has it or not.
it's not as hard as you think, especially because usually when there's multiple people at bar, they start taking the drinks either 5 or 10 seconds apart from one another, and so I just round up. Like if it's at 3:03, I'll just say, okay, that guy's 3:05, that one's 2:55, that one's 2:45, and it becomes a little bit easier, and you just have to remember the order and then kind of the timing. And give yourself a little bit of flexibility, but it's really nice when it works because if the Perlin goes off, then all you have to look at is your highlights.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know about the Phantom Purloin because it's just on screen multiple times after he's taking
I
Some of the
mean,
neutral
I
lights.
phantomed it before, but usually you see it after. So that shot, if it's for purloin, it's a bit weird. No contact either. So
Right. And Toby is facing the other way, so you can't see it in his pocket. So it could be a Phantom Purloin right here at the end. Let's see. He
yeah,
pulls it
and then the
back.
low lights come, I think,
It's a
right?
really weird
No, the
shot.
list is visible.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but the next game is up if you're ready.
Yeah.
All right, three, two, one, playing it.
Okay, Monster Racer as Alice. I think it's a trend of spies picking the last spy.
Telling you, man, the game does it.
Could be. Maybe it's in the mentality that if you pick the opponent's spy, they're more likely to think that character is not that suspicious.
I,
Subconsciously, maybe.
that's such a risky. I have a feeling that it's just on accident a lot of the
Or
times.
that. Or it's just that simple. Right, we go into the bar for a green flirt for 46%. We sipped really late. We could have just flirted and sipped at the same time.
Yeah, slow progress, 46%. Pretty standard.
Sip at bar. We do get the highlight for having a delegation. Wheels does not, however. Maybe Forgotten One spotted the very late sip at the bar and credits a flirt there.
What's your strategy when you take a drink on a bar map? Do you take the first sip at the bar or do you leave right away?
I think it depends on what I want to do. Like if I want to get rid of that drink faster, then yeah, I'm gonna sip at the bar. But if I'm running out of time, then I'm not gonna waste time sipping at the bar.
Okay. We have a no talk in the front conversation right now. Likely not going to
Do
get.
we?
Yeah, we had a no talk for a moment. It's his turn to talk, and no one was.
At this level, though, I think
No,
that's
probably not.
not that is a sweet
I
spot.
don't even catch no talks. Sometimes I do, but.
Yeah, they have to kind of be obvious to see them. On pub, they can be, but
And we just left conversation with our arms crossed, kind of breaking another etiquette rule there.
I mean, you can easily just shoot on that. But
Most of the time, unless they're delegated to, or called for briefcase, or
yeah,
swap.
but if you see that no one was talking or breaking animation to
Yeah.
delegate, then you can just easily see.
And we chase this fingerprint down on the drink, which is a very suspicious, and it looks like we're going to go straight into briefcase and finish. Alice looking a little weird there, being so
So
close.
the laser shifts a bit, so we are on screen. Like it feels like Forgotten One is onto the fingerprints. So I don't know if he credits two here or just one, since we didn't get the one from the briefcase.
Oh, we didn't. Yeah, I mean, it's such a hard. There's a lot of people that kind of talk about different theories on picking a briefcase that don't have fingerprints. What you risk is that what it relies on is that the sniper is accurately tracking the number of fingerprints on the briefcase, which for most snipers is pretty hard to do. So you usually just get credited with the fingerprint anyways.
Yeah, we do a double talk into a fake white BB, but doesn't seem to be noticed.
It's not a terrible BB considering the party spread here. The only issue is that we are out of time.
Yes, and it's only real for Irish and Disney, and I don't think those two did anything, basically. They're the only ones that have real at this point, so there's no reason for Forgotten One to shoot right now.
Yeah, Forgotten One is likely gonna wait for mission completions. I don't anticipate him shooting too early here.
And it's a timeout. 1-1. Forgotten One gets on the board.
Yeah, let me load up the next one, pause it, rewind it, do it the right way. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Three, two, one, playing it.
Forgotten One starting off as General, still under AI control. We land on the pad at the window.
Yeah, good discipline. A lot of people argue that that's a great way to go, is letting AI control until they land on pad. That way you don't risk being seen for a take control or anything of that nature.
But again, that's something that's probably never going to be spotted on Obsidian or even Iron, maybe.
Wow, throwing shade at the lower division, saying they're not capable of catching all kinds of
No, but
stuff,
it's
huh?
like it's unlikely. It's unlikely that they would uh, catch that.
I don't know. I've played some players in the lower divisions, and I thought that they were Smurfs or something because they were just so good. I think I was looking at this the other day. My scores against Forgotten One are very impressive for Forgotten One. I was just playing him. We only played a few rounds of Ballroom, but I think he beat me like 0-4. Like my score 0, his score 4.
Yeah, no, Forgotten One's really good.
You know. I don't have much experience with Monster Racer. Have you played them before?
No, and unfortunately I haven't seen their first match either, so I don't really know. I only know Forgotten One. Like he actually was my first ever match on SpyParty.
Right. What was the score again when you played him? Was it tie?
When we played.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. I had some bad days. I was losing as well.
Oh no,
He's
I mean, oh, your first. Okay, I thought he was your first ever SCL match. I don't remember who
no, no,
you
no.
played first.
First time ever,
Gotcha, gotcha,
like
gotcha.
in the game.
Who did you play in your SCL match? I know I casted it. I just don't remember.
Nonetheless.
That's right. Okay, that's right. That's right.
So we have a fingerprint and 34% flirt, and we're highlights. So and 1 minute and 35 seconds left on the clock. Can we finish this?
If we go for some hard tells, pub is pretty deceptive in that way, where it's like, yeah, it's only a 3 of 6, but if you sometimes you can have pacing issues on pub, even though it's such a small mission count.
Yeah. We had a bug opportunity, but the laser was onto us, clearly watching that bug. So smart of Forgotten One to not take that bug.
A little bit of a 90-degree turn there to land next to Smallman. I'm not sure if I like that.
Yeah, it looked a bit weird though. Is there a fingerprint here? No, we just got a delegation. And we bugged. It's
Yeah.
visible. We got shot. Could have been a great bug if the hand wouldn't come out of Taft there at the end. Make
Yeah,
it completely visible.
hard bugs to go for. Walking through the open, walking bug with the Amba. You would need to be a little bit more behind him, which he actually was. If the Amba didn't get stuck on that door, that probably would have been a great bug. You'd have to just credit it for the most part.
Yeah. Though we weren't nearly completed with flirt, so I don't know what we would have done after that bug, even would have
Yeah,
done.
rush flirt or contact, or we'd have to rush something down. Um, I'm hoping to see a little bit. I guess we're on the last round of pub coming up here. Some frame delegations. I mean, that's a very valid strategy on this venue is to work on your flirt, get your contact, and then do a frame delegate into an immediate take.
Yeah, that seems the most reasonable play you can do on this setup of
Hmm.
3-6.
Right. Okay, and next game is loaded up if you're ready.
Yeah, I am.
3, 2, 1, playing it. And Dell's reminding us that whoever wins this match, assuming that there's no draw here, um, they'll be the only person in Obsidian to not have a draw or a loss.
Right, that's neat. We have a really early bug, and it seems that the Forgotten One clearly saw something because we are a highlight, and we just get shot. Please don't shoot the
Are
Amba.
you ahead
Don't
of
shoot the Amba
me?
there.
There's been no shot yet. Lots of
Uh,
safety off.
yeah, it might be just like a second or two ahead of you, but the bug was like really early on, like the moment we took control.
No shot yet. I think he's just going to watch him and force the timeout.
Either that or he wants a confirmation that that's the spy, and he didn't phantom anything there at the beginning. The bug was good though. Like I was on sniper side, it looked decent. Don't think it was seen that much. 34% flirt.
And hoping here that Forgotten One has flirt paired Mom with at least Salmon and Taft here. I believe when she first went in that it was just Taft.
I don't know if the Forgotten One actually flirt pairs, but he is really onto Teal. Like she's the only highlight.
Yeah, I mean, once you have a one highlight and you're pretty sure you saw a bug, definitely go for the flirt pair. I mean, if you're trying to force them into a situation where they've got to do the other two missions in your face before you want to shoot, one of those missions is going to be seduce.
Yeah, definitely. We flirt. Green test 85%. So we just need one more talk. Any position in the convo with our seduction target will do. We, however, do need either a Purloin, a Swap, or a Contact, and I'm pretty sure Monster Racer here will go for a Contact, as that's the most easiest to get.
So contact would be easy, but it's probably death unless you land the green, and even then you're probably still dead. I mean, one thing that you can do from a situation like this as Monster Racer is watch the other people of the party, figure out who is the most threatening because they've done X missions, and then frame delegate them if they take a drink.
Yeah.
I mean,
We
that's
do
really
have
your only
another
out.
highlight now, Salmon. Perhaps for having a delegate. Yeah, no, we just get shot. We just don't even care to
We
wait
decided
for
not to wait it
something
out.
else.
Yeah.
Maybe he paired her with Salmon instead of Taft.
Yeah, it's possible, but I mean, it's not like she went to him; he came to her. So it's hard to say that that was anything. I think he maybe is just worried that Flirt completed and uh, didn't want to wait any longer.
Yeah. Was Pub Monster Racer's pick?
Pub was. Let me pull up the draft. Move this here. Pub was. Where's Pub on this list? Monster Racer's pick. Yeah. Next
Right.
venue we're gonna be heading into is Ballroom.
Yeah. And it's a tie at the moment, right? 2-2. So
It
it's
is.
split up Pub. It's not a bad start for either of them, like splitting Pub, right?
It's not terrible, but obviously, if you're the one that doubled it, you want to at least go out of it 3-1.
Makes sense, but still, you can work your way through a split for either of the
Yeah,
players.
it's not terrible. A split. I mean, obviously, it's better than being down, so you'll take a split.
Yeah.
Next game is loaded up and ready. 3, 2, 1. Playing it.
The Forgotten One starting off on Ballroom as Plane Twin.
Heading into green
Heading off.
books. Now, when I played Forgotten One, he did do a transfer microphone against me on Ballroom when we did our warm ups. I think it was a direct transfer.
Yeah, as Kane,
Yeah, yep.
that was a direct transfer, but as a low light, this might not work as a highlight. We're being highlighted either for standing next to the ambassador or for having a book out. We standing bug as a highlight, laser on us. It doesn't seem like Monster Racer is on top of that bug.
We're a credited bug, though. I believe that highlight was because we were standing near Amba, and it's like a suspicious of bug. So I think he's credited with it anyways. I'll be interested to look back at that bug through Sniper Cam to see how obvious that lean was.
Yeah, I was on Spy side as well. And on the Spy side, it always looks like it can be visible.
Yeah, and it's important to remember on Ballroom, you've got all of those window panes and bars and everything that can kind of obscure a bit of vision.
Hit the green test next to our seduction target for 51%. We also have the green book in hand. We could at any point transfer, which I suppose we will do since we hung out onto the book this long. Or we could just innocently return the book and lose some heat if Forgotten One's aware that he is a highlight at this point.
Yeah, I'm sure he may have felt the laser. I don't know if I would think that I'm a highlight in this situation.
What if this is just a twin differentiation highlight?
It could be. Some people do that. You're right. It may actually very well be something of that nature. But here's the moment of truth. We're going for our second hard sell, dropping the green book in the blue bookcase, and we wait. We put it back. Everything seems good. We'll see if we get noticed walking away without the book here into the middle of the screen. Looks like we're a little preoccupied by pearls going for the middle statue
Center.
inspect. Yeah.
We innocently check the watch at the window, eyeing down the party a bit. I suppose we're gonna go next to our seduction again. Oh, same combo position though, a bit close to the center. This might be triggering for some snipers. And the fast talk. We luckily hit the green test for a 100% flirt, so we need just one more mission left.
One more mission. I'd like to see a little bit of cover on the banana bread here from Forgotten One. Not just enter the conversation, talk within 10 seconds, and it's the banana bread. So maybe an innocent talk first. Maybe, I mean, obviously getting a green or waiting, a good 30 seconds or so if possible. I guess we're at 30
26 seconds,
seconds.
and the DA splits the moment that we try to chase her in the convo. Luckily, we do a nice redirect back into a convo with the DA. So BB is available. We should do it now if we want to avoid overtime.
Here we go for the white contact, and there's might be a second of overtime if anything. We might need to take that stop
He's
talk.
oh,
He's
wow,
way onto it.
good shot, good shot. I thought he was monsterracer was looking for the purloin there, and not
Right.
eyeing to shoot.
These players are insane. They're both good. I mean, they're catching stuff that I feel like I would probably lose to.
Yeah, they are, and it's 3-2 for monsterracer if I'm correct.
Yeah, I'm replaying the bug right now from sniper POV.
Is it visible?
Is it? Let me take a look. Oh no, very very visible. The lean. For those unaware that may be watching, when you do a standing bug, your character leans. So you can notice his heavy lean to the right there. His camera does move, so I'm gonna go to interactive sniper and keep it still. But look how much he leans over to the right when he does this bug. There's really no situations where they do that. When they're talking, some of the characters have a little bit of a lean to them, but not like fast and back like that.
He could have twitched back there maybe,
Yeah,
and make it less obvious.
yep. Twitch bug is a good option. That's where you go for the standing bug, but you press kind of forward right as you do it so that you get the walking bug animation while still in place, and you don't get that heavy lean. You just get a slight step forward or backwards or sideways, whatever direction you press. So yeah, that's definitely a good option. Next game is loaded up.
I am ready whenever you are.
3, 2, 1, playing it.
monsterracer starts off on ballroom as Irish. Going into the pad, we were trying to get the flirt, but we head into the pad instead. White action test for 34% flirt. Seduction leaves. Purloin, green purloin pending.
That's an
Really early
early
into the game.
purloin. Yeah. Was there a reject before? I had stepped away for a moment.
I don't really know if there was a reject, but purloin this early, it's either you're a lowlight and the sniper was not aware at all, or you're narrowing down the party a lot.
Yeah, early purloin though can be fairly jarring. A lot of the times people are still figuring out what statues, maybe looking for flirt pairings, watching the ambassador, still trying to kind of get their grip from the sniper angle.
Doesn't seem on top of the purloin. He highlights Irish for center statues. We also flirted before picking the statue up, but that's okay. He doesn't want to take lowlights. He knows he's not on top of purloin, and he decides to not risk any lowlights that might potentially be the spy. Good choice from here, from Forgotten 1 here, I think.
Yeah, that's good discipline. I had to learn that the hard way. At first I was taking speculative lowlights when I missed the purloin, and it would always just screw me over. So I really just
Yeah.
stopped doing it.
Though, unfortunately for the Forgotten 1 here, he is in a position where the spy has inspect done, seduce done, purloin done. Will you shoot on contact?
You can shoot on contact. Another thing you can do to try and recover from a situation like this is take some riskier lowlights afterwards, like maybe lowlighting people who take an innocent drink after the
You go
purloin
for a
is
bug.
done.
We could go. He's watching for the bug. I thought the Amba will just path and we can do a reverse drive-by of sorts.
And we're waiting for the DA to join. It looks like Monster Racer's kind of sizing up and watching Rocker here. You've got to be very careful because a white BB ill-timed, I think you're going to get shot for it.
Yeah, and at this point, Monster Racer has the time on their side because at this point you have 3 missions. You can just wait for the DA.
Right. A little bit of a camera
And
shake for Monster Racer, frustrated that Rocker will not join a conversation. So BB is definitely the plan here.
do you feel like a BB this late into the game is a finishing move? Usually.
Yeah, I think Banana Bread sub 1 minute when Purloin's on the table is going to induce a shot.
Wow, Rocker decides to be completely like in the worst possible moment and read before picking up the briefcase. So we're not gonna have her join just yet.
Yeah, right. She needs to join a conversation here, and if she doesn't, you have to figure out what else you're going to do. Yeah, you've got to figure out what your other mission's going to be.
She's not joining. She just decides to read on the pad swap, I suppose, since we're heading off into the statues.
Yeah, we're going to go for a late swap.
That's
Fake banana bread may have been an option to try and induce a shot on someone that's in with the SDA.
it's seen, swap is seen,
Swap is seen
shot
and we're
comes off.
shot. Yeah, very unfortunate luck there for Monster Racer. A great opening, a good purloin that we don't think was caught, and good flirt progress. Everything lined up very well, except we get kind of bad luck with the double agent there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. And the score is 3-3
Yeah,
right
three
now.
three. Yep.
So
But
it's
that, I
tied.
mean, that is a part of the game. You have to kind of always, from the spy's perspective, you have to always set up multiple win conditions for yourself. Who am I going to be framing if something doesn't work out? How am I going to be mission completing? And kind of planning those things. So relying on, one double agent to join a conversation, can really screw you over, as we
Yeah,
saw
you
here.
need to have at least one backup plan
Yeah.
there.
Yep. Okay, loading up the next
And
game.
yeah,
3, 2, 1, playing it. And Forgotten 1 picks Rocker. We might just see Monster Racer take a shot onto Rocker for nothing, being so mad at her for the last game there.
could be, could be.
Starting out at Inspect, no
We're
highlight
not
though, which
picking
is
up a
good.
highlight.
Yeah.
So it seems that Monster Racer maybe gives highlights for completing inspects,
Well, we'll know from
or
Duke
for
here. Two,
that's a bit weird because he's doing a 2 cycle, so he should be credited
there
there.
we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
You can finish Inspect in a one cycle, right? Middle if you get all greens.
It depends on the character, and I think I did it once as general, which was insanely weird 1 cycle. But I had swap complete, so I had to just right click and I hit all greens. I
Gotcha.
know pros usually does it. It's the easiest to get a 1 cycle on pros.
Very suspect from Duke here to go statue to statue and inspect one of the ones next to him. So he's got early inspect done. If you're Forgotten 1 here, you need to be taking note of that, and you need to be having one of your backup. You need to know that Duke is suspicious. So when you go for your banana bread, you have to make sure he's in convo, and ideally do it when he's talking.
Yeah, I think the Forgotten One might be aware because we kept Duke on our screen. We could do it
Fake
now.
BB would be amazing. Almost everybody was in conversation. You've got the middle statue guy from the beginning of the game in contact with the double agent, and he's talking. And we're just in a combo with our ST, so there's no SDA there. Again, still a great time to go for a fake contact, I think.
Yeah, yeah, and push more suspicion onto Duke, unless we're not aware that he could potentially be suspicious.
I mean, he should know. He was at mid statue.
I mean, from the angle that he holds, it's like he's watching for Duke.
Right.
But
And it looks like we're just timer flirting. We're at 99%. You hate to see it.
nice, Toboshi must be excited. So 2 inspects, 99% flirt, and 1 minute and 10 seconds left. You kind of need to hurry up and do something. We're deciding to do a fake now. Duke is talking. He is with the double agent.
Yeah, not a terrible
So
banana bread. Conversation's pretty spread out. We get two lowlights. Probably gonna go for the bug.
bug,
Yeah.
bug into statues. That's amazing. That's such a good bug. Taft allowing us to have the cover needed and the excuse of the statues there for the bug as well.
Yeah, great bug. You could be a little suspicious for the path, especially at the sub 60-second mark. Awkward entry into the conversation. We're gonna wrap up flirt here, and we could go flirt into BB if we time this right.
Yeah, that's the plan I think. And also on
Duke
you
splits.
mentioning that yeah, there's gonna be a shot on Duke.
Low
Oh
light onto
no, it's
Duke.
a low light.
I mean,
I was
we're
expecting
at
this.
sub 20 seconds, and we've got the BB that just went off. You've got to take a shot here.
Yeah. On to what you were saying about the Forgotten One's position. It seems like he does usually go forward a bit into the combos, if you've noticed.
Interesting. No, I haven't taken note of that. Um, be interesting to see if he keeps doing it if Monster Racer picks up on it. Something probably a little hard to catch though. So that's going to put us at a 4-3 game. Forgotten 1 in the lead. Next game is up. And let me rewind this real quick. Sorry. All right, 3, 2, 1, planet.
Monster Racer as Kane. and a bit of a no talk, but this early on, it's not going to be seen anyway. Eyeing up the ambassadors, seeing if we have a potential bug, maybe. Maybe he gets offered and we can just request a fingerprint from here. That would be neat.
Yeah, early game, probably not going to be noticed.
Oh, awkward. Wrong arm bug behind the amba. It's a good bug.
Yeah, a
I
bit of a
think you can
stutter,
get
but
it.
lots of cover. I saw it from the spy side, so I want to look at it from sniper, but it seemed like that could have actually been a great bug there.
Why did the stutter happen? Is it because of the convo
I don't
sucking us
think
in a bit?
I don't think he necessarily planned on going for that. I think he may have kind of changed his mind and went for it as he was getting closer.
Hmm. Well, we could be credited bug right here,
I
if
hate
not
that.
before.
You get a good bug, and then the Amba comes and cozies up next to you, so you get credited with the bug anyways after you even did it.
Fairly quick reject from Monster Racer here. We flirt up on a green test for 50%, which is okay, because if we hit the next green from close range, we can still get the 100%.
Yeah, decent progress. I'm interested to see what fourth mission is going to be.
Doesn't seem like these players set up for a fourth mission from the beginning of the game. Or is that just me? It feels like they're going on the spot with what feels available, and
Yeah, for the most part, you don't. You know, very few players I think have a game plan in mind before they head into it, unless it's like some kind of cheese strategy. Um, so, you know, I do agree that that seems to be what they're doing, and I think that's also the correct move.
kind of running low on time. 1 minute and 20 left, and we only have 50% flirt. It would be amazing if we hit this next green, giving us more time to do other things. And we do hit the green into BB. So we
One
have
minute
three
to get
missions.
our last mission here. Dell said, "I'm supposed to plan missions at the start of the game." There are some players that have done that. Pofke talked about it for his one of his tournaments, Winter Cup or something, and he talked about how he had actual mission plans set before he started the round, and that it actually worked pretty well for him. Looks like our fourth mission is going to be middle inspect at the 40-second mark.
Highlight this late doesn't usually mean there's a shot coming. So yeah, here we go. Mission wing countdown. Let's see if the Forgotten One decides to shoot or not. There's no reaction from the sniper camera yet, and there's no shot coming.
Yeah, we just definitely didn't see the bug there. Good spy win by Monster Racer. What is that, back-to-back spy wins?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the Forgotten One won the last one as rocker with a
Yeah.
bug into statues, and now Monster Racer won 4-4.
All right, let's take a look at this bug here from Sniper Cam. No, complete. There's no way you're seeing that. The only thing that was weird is that little minor stop in the conversation, which was also behind pillar.
Yeah, you can credit bug though there. It's Kane.
You can definitely credit it, but that's hard. I mean, that's a good bug. I mean, if that was me playing and I have to credit that bug, there's also a ton of other bugs I'm crediting on Ballroom. I'm not saying you shouldn't. You definitely should there, but um, yeah, good bug by Monster Racer gets that through. And I think from Forgotten One's perspective, since he didn't see it, he just thought that Monster Racer only had 3 missions completed.
Yeah.
Looks like we're going to be heading into my favorite map, Balcony. Rewind and 3, 2, 1, planet.
Was this Monster Racer's pick? Balcony as a single?
Draft Balcony picked by Monster Racer as a single. Yep.
Interesting choice. Maybe expecting to get finishing score
I
here.
feel like if you feel that you're the underdog or you feel that you're gonna have a hard time beating your opponent, then you pick Balcony sometimes. So
Right, yeah, makes sense.
Monster Racer
Um,
maybe, if that was his reasoning, probably regretting it now since it's tied up 4-4.
it could still work in their favor.
It can, but it could also. I just feel like it's not random, but you can just get really unlucky on this venue sometimes
Yeah.
from both sides.
Oh, this is a bit weird.
We'll take the flirt. We're gonna go
Oh
for a
my
bug on the way out.
god!
And
Helicopter bug on balcony and we get shot.
yeah, that's rough. That's just gonna be seen there. So point for Monster Racer.
No, I think you need to twitch bug there. If you actually really want that bug, you can't just like do a bug like walk like that.
Yeah, going for a little bit of risk, which is unfortunate because getting a spy win on balcony can also sometimes be very easy if you get a couple good flirts. We had a flirt here where our ST came to us. So that I mean that's just free. That's a free 34%. So this
Yeah.
was a fairly winnable from spy side, I think, depending on what
Or
happened
you can
afterwards.
just or you can just contact and hope for a safe shot at least.
Right, right. A lot of options. I don't think going for such a risky bug was necessary there. Next game is loaded up, starting in three, two, one. Playing it.
Monster Racer as Teal starting off at the pad next to the Amba. No progress can be done here. We cozy up next to our seduction target, who decides to not reward us and leave.
Are you in the same division as Turnip Boy?
Me? Yes.
Yeah, he said he might pick balcony against you. He's noting that some players play so little balcony that you can have very good win percentage here if you practice a lot, and he said he may pick it against you.
I mean, if Turnip Boy is watching,
He is.
Turnip Boy, I did play a bit of balcony. It's not like I'm like completely off. Max loves it, so we did play a lot of it. But sure, pick it.
Yeah, that's kind of the position I'm in. I've played enough to be able to play it like I did against Lazy Bear, to where I know at least a little bit of what's going on, but it's not one that I'm going to pick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pick it either, but I'm not gonna be the kind that would like constantly ban it or whatever. Like I'm not afraid of it, I'd say.
Yeah, I think I'm at that point too where I didn't ban it in my set against Lazy Bear. I'm not sure that I'm going to ban it in future games either. If they really want to roll the dice, we can roll the dice.
Yeah. Contact comes off, 72% flirt. Seduction is across. I don't know if the flirt from here will take if it's a white. Uh, well, we could potentially win this.
Yeah, this is very
Not a highlight.
winnable. What's our flirt cooldown at right now?
That I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
shot comes on to Alice.
Shot onto Alice, which is going to be a point for Forgotten One. And we're tied
No,
5-5.
I'm not sure.
For Monster Racer, yes, you're right. My mistake. And we're at 6. That should give me, so that saved. Should be 6-4, I think. Right? Yeah, 6-4.
6 for Monster Race, right?
Yeah, 6-4 Monster Racer. Someone
Yeah,
finally
this
has a
is
lead.
exactly the type of shot I was talking about. It's just you contact and you hope that the sniper tracks something and shoots for it on an AI, because the AI usually gets shot a lot on balcony anyway.
Yeah, yeah, that does happen. You can win by not doing anything, but then does it really feel like a win?
I mean, no, but then again, it's balcony.
So yeah, wrong Civ shot onto Alice, which is understandable. She's talking, I think, during white BB it looks like. Which and did we get a white or did we hit a green BB there?
I'm not sure, and I'm not on a replay anymore, so I can't check right now. I'm waiting for you on the aquarium one.
Oh, it's up. Okay, loading it in.
So Monster Racer at this point has the tie in pocket, no matter what.
Yeah, Forgotten One here playing for the tie. So 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Forgotten One spying as Oprah or Red Dress, heading into bar.
Yeah, starting a bar, 3 other people there. Not terrible. Not sure about the decision to go bar. If we're not going to delegate, so I think we can expect to see a delegate here. Or
We
possibly
could.
waiting
There's
for briefcase, but it's taken.
Monster Racer seems to highlight for bar, so a few highlights at the moment. We could take advantage and delegate here instead of waiting too much, I guess.
Yeah, and it's a good move. It's something I may consider adopting after playing so much pub, is on the other bar maps also using highlights to track bar visitors.
Stepping in next to our seduction target, white plus 34% flirt. Bottom shark, so a delegation here would be visible.
Yeah, we want to see this delegate come out pretty soon before our timer expires, because the whoever she sends over, whoever Oprah sends over, is going to have to wait in line.
We could send Oprah at the end just to go at the bar back and flirt again, since we waited this long. Weirdly enough, we're not getting a neutral light, even though the others get one.
And we delegate to our ST. We'll see if there's going to be enough time. Timer expires. I do think this is a case where you go back and get another drink, which I think Forgotten One is doing. I don't know if it's just for the flirt, possibly for both. Seduce goes through up to 66.
Uh, Boots gets neutral lead. Oprah brought back up from neutral lead. Is this a flirt pair? Might be.
Could be a flirt pairing. We've only got 4 highlights right now for the bar visits. Earlier we had quite a few more, if I recall, which would have been a better time to delegate here. So drink picked up at 138.
Not much going on this party, to be honest. Seems really docile. We
Little
miss
bit,
a pad.
yeah, a little bit behind
In,
Shark. We're probably okay. We could have done a drive-by delegate there behind Shark. We could have stopped in next to Alice and Duke, delegated it, and then keep walking
banana
because we're
bread.
behind Shark. We are gonna go for a banana bread. It's white. Low lights come off.
Feels like a timeout at this point. 66% flirt, only contact done. We do get a fingerprint, but there's 1 minute left. There's no way we find a fingerprint that fast, I think.
I mean, we could get a bit lucky if the ambassador does something while we're working on flirt.
And apparently we delegated, and I missed it because we just got purloined.
I,
Yeah, we
I
just got
thought I
purloined.
saw it did look like General was sent, but I didn't see it in the timeline. I wasn't looking, but it looks like Monster Racer is pretty onto it. Fairly impressive shot. I mean, all she had really done is kind of moved around and flirted, and he had a few highlights from bar. I mean, according to his highlights, it could have been Sikh or Irish. So, good shot by Monster Racer for the win.
Yep, 7-5 for
7-5
Monster
win
Race.
from Monster Racer. Yeah, very surprising. I actually was favoring Forgotten One heading into this, but Monster Racer pulls through, does a good job on balcony, and some good shots on all of the other venues as well. But a fairly close match altogether. I mean, both of them had very interesting highlights and lowlights and shots, ones that I was puzzled by and impressed by.
Yeah, and good spy games.
Hmm.
The ones on Ballroom felt really good, as Rocker and the one as Kane.
Yeah. Yeah, overall a great set, and again, thank you for casting with me, Loris,
A
and
pleasure.
yeah, we'll see everyone later.